Welcome along to today's Youth Enquiry Service episode. I'm Liam. We're delighted to be joined by two young people from Dumfries and Galloway's Young Women's Network steering group, Sophie and Hannah. Welcome along. We're happy to have you here today. To get us started, here is a question to get you thinking. If you were able to have any superpower, what would it be and why? Do you want to go first?
For me, it would be the ability to time travel, because I want to see what life would be like previously for me, and also what it'd be like in the future.
I think mine would be the ability to teleport, because I've always wanted to travel the world, so the thought of being able to get from one place to another quite quick is always quite fascinating.
What would yours be?
Probably teleport as well. It's just easy to get to places. For some of our young people or anyone listening, they may be wondering what Young Women's Network steering group is. Could you tell us more about that?
So the Young Women's Network steering group is a group of around 20 young women from across Dumfries and Galloway who come together to discuss issues faced by young women in a safe and supportive environment.
I think Hannah's just said it perfectly, to be honest. I don't think I could add anything else in.
How does a young person get involved in the Women's Network?
Well, I know for people that maybe aren't as active in services and stuff like that, we do have a website that provides you with a link that you can sign up with, and you just kind of put your details in and the normal kind of stuff. And then for people who are obviously heavily involved in youth work and have local youth workers, they can speak to them and then it can be forwarded on. So it is quite easy to get involved. You just really need to be interested and kind of find the path to get in there.
That's good. What events have you planned or taken part in the past?
I'll go first.
Okay.
So we're currently doing a mentoring programme with various elected members, management within council, officers and some youth workers as well. So there's a group of 13 mentors who are mentoring all the young women within the Young Women's Network. So that's quite exciting, and I'm hopefully going to roll it out further as well.
And we've also just been on a trip down to Newport in Wales, where we took part in a conference with the Four Nations, so Scotland, Northern Ireland, England and Wales, and we took part in 3 days of kind of, oh my god, I've forgotten the word. Activities that we kind of got to learn one another, and we did different groups of colouring in and learning about empowerment and just what it's like to be a young woman in different parts of the nation. So what it really means to be a part of a youth group that discusses these kind of topics and other people's experiences within that. So
that's really good. What made you interested in joining the group?
For me, I'm very passionate about issues affecting young women and maybe challenging policies and policy development as well. I think that's something that why I joined, and also just you can make the change and be a champion for young folk.
For me, I never really knew about the Young Women's Network until it was kind of brought up to me, and I met people that were from the Young Women's Network, and to know and to meet people that kind of were very understanding and let you speak about what you wanted to speak about, and you overall kind of had your voice heard. To me, that was really interesting and it felt really safe. So ever since the day that I kind of got to meet everybody was when I knew that I definitely wanted to take part in it.
What skills do you think the group has given you?
I think it's given me the skill to speak, so to know that I can have my voice heard and to raise my voice when it needs to be raised, to know that I can speak about any issue that I think is concerning me or anybody else, and to know that it will be acted upon. So I feel like a skill that it's given me is kind of confidence, and to know that I can find comfort in my own voice.
For myself, it's been, I'm the treasurer, so for me, I've had lots of meetings with various funders and stuff, and just building skills that actually, I don't know the word, but to meet with funders and to be able to have a say in what they're looking for in their applications, but also I just enjoy the socialising side of it as well, and just learning from other young women who go through the same stuff and also different things, and just learning from them.
Why was the group created?
So this was one that we had to phone Laura Kilty about on the way here because we wanted to know exactly what the whole kind of backstory was, because we wanted to give you the best information we could. So it was created in 2021, where a select group of young women from around Dumfries and Galloway were put onto like an online kind of conference meeting through Zoom that met with people, I believe it was from Blackpool, that basically discussed their group and what they were doing. And ever since that meeting, these girls knew that they wanted to bring this over here, that they wanted to have that kind of support network for young women here. And then we introduced a kind of day at the bridge where we brought young women from everywhere across Dumfries and Galloway to take part in this and to hear what they wanted from this group, what they really wanted to see in our community. And ever since then, it's just took up and flew. So,
what is one thing you want to achieve in the future whilst being part of the Women's Network?
For myself, I think as I'm getting closer to aging out of accessing services, I want to achieve what I can in the year and a half that I have left of youth work, and I think not kind of leave a legacy, because that makes me sound like I'm someone like Michelle Obama or someone, but like, have something where I'm proud of, and young folk maybe 2 or 3 years down the line be like, oh, remember when Hannah did that? And I think that's something that I really want to kind of leave with the Young Women's Network.
For me, I want kind of other people to get involved. I know when I was young, well, I am young, but when I was younger, I kind of thought that was too cool for all of this kind of stuff, that it just wasn't really anything for me. But then once I got involved, and once I actually learned everything that is possible when you actually get together with people, is honestly brilliant. So I think kind of preaching about that to the younger generation and trying to get everybody involved in what they can get involved in would be absolutely brilliant. So I'd like to achieve getting more members and bringing the younger generation up kind of towards it.
As a final question, what do you love most about Young Women's Network, and any advice to young people who want to make a change in their community?
I really love, maybe an overused word, but I love the community that we've created for ourselves. I think the positivity and the support that we get from each other, I think that's one of the things I love, and, just go for it. That's my advice, because don't doubt yourself, just, you can do it, and just go for it.
I feel like for me, this is going to sound really cringy, but what I love most about it is the people that are in it. They really do bring a wider perspective, and you really can be yourself with the people in the group. You don't need to worry about making a certain impression or being a certain way because of the fact that everybody is so welcoming, and I'll forever be grateful that I've been given the opportunity to work alongside them and to be with them. And the advice that I would give to anyone who kind of wants to make a change is to shout about it, that if you want something changed and you want something done, that there is no other way to come about it than to get your voice heard and to really preach for what you believe in. So following my other question, I really do think that your voice is the most powerful thing you can have, so I think you should use it.
We have really appreciated speaking with you today. Thank you for coming to our podcast. Make sure you follow us on all socials. See you next time. Bye.
Follow us to keep up with more podcasts.